Most people would sooner die than think. In fact, they do so. Quote Bertrand Russell, 1872 through 1970. And yet again, I'll say that I'm beating this horse over and over. But I can't remember my oath that I took when I joined the Marine Corps. Where all the poolies get sworn in to defend America from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And the biggest enemy on American soil is ignorance. Ignorance, which creates doubt, which creates misinformation, which creates just a poor thinker, a weak household, a low-aiming community, into a race-baiting, victimized, small-thinking city, into a nation that's just not as effective as it could be. Most people would sooner die than think. In fact, they do so. If I would have simply said, oh man, look, all I have is a high school diploma. This means that I can only do this. Get some water. And if I believe that my high school diploma is my ultimate form, my last form, my final form, no doubt that very likely the words you'd be hearing from me would be something like, welcome to Walmart, young man. Good afternoon, ma'am. Let me know if you need anything here at Target. I'll be on aisle 5. Or do you want cheese with that? Do you want cheese with them burgers and onion rings? And no, fuck no. Don't think that I'm making fun of a motherfucker that works at Walmart or Target or flips burgers. No. Anyone that is part of the system of capitalism is awesome. As long as you're growing with it and thinking, because if not, again, one can become a tragedy. And be like, oh, look at them. They got a nice car. I deserve a nice car. Oh, man, they got a house. I deserve a house. Oh, man, she got a nice dress. I deserve a nice dress. And we start to believe that, oh, my goodness, this person made a lot of dollars. Obviously, it's corruption. Obviously, it was theft. Obviously, it was taking advantage of the poor. Fuck that. No, and I don't buy it, man. I don't buy it. And recently I've had conversations and experiences where people are telling me, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. No, it's a lie. It's impossible. We're being overrun. Broken Arrow. You should check out that movie, We Were Soldiers. And you'll get the reference of Broken Arrow. And And I keep on beating this fucking horse because motivation, strong thinking, being focused, it doesn't last, right? Like a bath, like showering or brushing your fucking teeth. So you gotta do a daily reminder and an upgrade and upkeep, routine, maintenance. We'll do maintenance on our cars, on our grills, on our fucking hair, on shaving. But how many of us ever stop and think, wow, I'm thinking like a punk today. I'm thinking like a bitch, like a fucking coward today. Like a sissy. Why? This doesn't feel right. Why? This feels wrong. Why? It feels like I could be doing more. Why? And I'm just here to remind motherfuckers to at least once in a while, at least for a moment, once a day, ask why. To recalibrate or rejuvenate something in you. But not to be such a fucking asshole and be like, why? Why do I need to do that? Why do I need to do this? I hate those motherfuckers, but annoying fucks like that. But when we self-evaluate, self-criticize, check our grid coordinates, where we are on the map, I think we can say, okay, this is where I'm at on the map of life, on my plans for meeting these goals, on making this happen. Or you could say, man, I fucked up. I just went around in a fucking circle. And plan accordingly. The more successful people that I've met, specifically the famous ones, it's amazing to realize how normal they are. Normal. Normal, man. And I know I've told people, people with bad attitudes, fuck them. Cut them off at the knees, throw them under the bus, turn your back on them, fuck them. Feed them to the sharks, feed them to the lions. But now I'm talking to that motherfucker who's all alone, who doesn't get invited to the parties anymore. Because some of you motherfuckers could say, oh man, but I'm perfect, It's them that's wrong, not me. Because I'm a Christian, because I'm a Catholic. I follow the rules. I'm by the book. Remember this one piece of shit that I used to work with. Oh, God-fearing fucking Mormon motherfucker. A straight, greedy piece of shit. I remember his objective at work was how can we make more money? I thought, no, you fucking dumb fucking. Professionalism kept me from fucking elbowing his fucking nose. But that'd be like me saying, how can I charge this motherfucker double for the print every time? And not worry about how can I create more prints to make more sales? Or how can I create more prints for at a lower price just to get my work more notice? I'm losing my train of thought here because I'm thinking about that dumb motherfucker. But if you're that dude that no longer gets invited to the party or just gets, you feel, I've been abandoned, I've been only a good person, I think it's important to calculate why the fuck is that. You're not fucking brushing your grill, you're a fucking liar, you're not putting out 1,000%. Get some water. And there's some people that I have an intimate relationship with, just maybe we talk for moments per month. But I think genuine, good, strong people, I'll keep them in my life just for a recharge and shit, man. To get back in touch with, to me, what is normal. It's a bit disturbing when you working on overtime, double time, working on Christmas, working on your day off. It's like, oh man, what's wrong with you? And I think, how is someone being productive? How is someone doing something wrong or weird? You don't have to study so much. You're already good enough. You're already good enough. I think good enough for the average, good enough for the common motherfucker. Good enough. You know, I have enough prints, enough designs ready to say, whatever, let's just go make a buck. Here, sell there. Whatever, YOLO, let's get paid, yo. And hook up with some smooth, round titty hoe. But I think there's more to life than that. There's a lot more to that. I think right now, while I got the faucet of imagination and creativity flowing pretty good, now I've got to, is it drain? Mine, oil, set up my rig to just squeeze out, pump out as much information out of my imagination as possible. I think I'll do that. But it's tempting to say, oh man, I'm missing out on life, I'm missing out on this, I'm missing out on that. But then I think, wait, am I really missing out? Like, everybody there at that barbecue you're missing, at that party you're missing, they're simply just looking at their phone. Oh, let me like this, let me like that, let me like this shit on Facebook. Liking other people's lives, creativity, choices, risk, dares. Life. And I don't get that. I don't understand that. I remember having lunch with company. I don't know if that was jungle. That was a forest turning into jungle. But it was a location without any Wi-Fi or cell phone signals, or where there was barely enough signal out there. And just shutting the fuck up with the company and enjoying the fucking moment. Being conscious. You know, what am I? What's next? The fresh air. I think many of us get caught up with keeping up with the Kardashians, the Kardashian whores. But even those that aren't keeping up with those pieces of shit, some of them will either attempt to keep up with their shoe collection, or either in pumps or in Jordans. And there's nothing wrong with having nice things, but as long as, I guess, if someone truly feels that they're being as effective as possible, but not using things as a distraction to forget those, to forget or shut up that voice deep down inside that says, all right, what's next, or let's do more, or I wonder what's over there. Most people would sooner die than think. In fact, they do so. And also think of all the forest that's out there that hasn't been traveled, or rarely been traveled. All the businesses that have plateaued simply because they said it is enough of the apple pie. We're good. We're gravy. And then a tragedy strikes, which strikes all of us. Need $1. I need $1. No, we're going down. We're sinking. Or if you're on your deathbed, I shoulda, I coulda, I woulda. So much out there to do.